What's going on, guys? It's your boy James, the Forex Prince, back at it again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you some very helpful things to help you become a better trader. And if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and check that noti bell so you don't miss out on any more videos, because this one is definitely a gem. So let's get right into the video. Alright, I want to talk about a topic that's very sensitive to traders, and I need you guys to lock in, alright, because there's gems in every part of this video and I don't want you to miss anything. Alright, so first things first, how to pick the right markets. Here's why it's so important. There are losing periods when you start hitting stop loss after stop loss. Oftentimes you blame the market, and guess what, you could be right. There are periods when specific markets and instruments become choppy and uncertain, usually before news announcements or simply uncertain times waiting for a catalyst. At times like this, it's important to relocate to a better market that is moving nicely, and here's how to do that. Higher time frame analysis and trend. Most traders need a trend and volatility to make money. Clear trend without volatility chops you up. Lots of volatility without a clear trend, also bad, puts you in the wash machine. Firstly, ensure that the daily and the 4-hour time frames are showing you a clear direction and point of interest. Alright? And then, are there any imbalances forming? If you use EMAs, are they slopping up and down? Is the market printing relatively big candles? Is it making clear trends of higher highs and higher lows and lower highs and lower lows, as well as throwing you false signals on your signal indicators? After you confirm a trending and volatile market, then you want to go to this next step too, alright, which is the lower time frame volatility. We also have to ensure that the intraday volatility is there. We got to do this by using two variables: session timings, London, New York, and Asia, or economic data news releases. Every instrument has its best time to move. For Euro USD, it's London, New York. For US indices, it's New York open. Alright, ensuring there is a high impact news release on the day that you'll trade will give you the volume. Those are the catalysts for the market moves. Higher time frame clear trend with lower time frame volatility equals a great setup. Always look into those two variables. Alright, always. So like I said, we got into that. Let's go right into some examples. Alright, yeah, right into some examples here. Cool. Alright, so, and you can see we are on gold on the 4-hour. I have everything printed up nice and nicely, so you can go ahead and just view that just how it is while it is. If you just want to look around, we have gold shooting through one of my supply boxes and just getting held up in the demand boxes. Alright, you can see we started the week off on the 26th, not breaking the top of this demand box, and this demand box, and you can see I've had it, I started this demand box back over here at like April, and I just been logging it. You can see it came through, found support, came up here, found another level of demand, came back in this level, found some more support around this area, same area, then it came back into this same demand zone, this same zone here. Alright, so yeah, we're here on the 4-hour. We're looking over here on the 4-hour, so let's just mark today. Let's draw us a candle. Let's get us a candle up there. Alright, let's say we wanted to enter this trade. You see down here, right? See where we got the cross? We want to enter this trade somewhere down here. So we would have entered this trade somewhere in here, right at the top of this candle. Start, and we want to hold all the way until it gets to the bottom of the Bollinger Band. Alright, so we got that. We are on the 4-hour. We are marking some good moves. We are marking one of the moves that we got here from the higher time frame. I marked it, and now let's just drop down and look at that. That's the 4-hour. Let's go down to the hourly. You see where we would have came from Alright, we can get better line up with this. You see how the time frame is lining up. 4 hour, that was our entry, but if we used a 1 hour, we would have got a better entry. You see our cross was actually up here somewhere. Alright, and we could have held all the way until, yeah, there. Yep. Drop down to favorite. For the 1 hour, you would have dropped down to the 5 minute for entry. And that's what that trade would have looked like. Let's zoom in here and see what happened. The signals is a lot, so give me a minute to turn those off. Turn off the signals. Cool. Alright, so if you can see, right? Oh, can't really see. I'll zoom in. Here on the 5 minute, price came outside of the Bollinger Band, right? Came back in. I like to enter on these trades on this candle. You can see on down exactly on the TDI, which is down here, we got a cross right there. You looking across. Red line on the TDI means you are to double down. So we got a cross above the red line. I'm a double down. I was gonna hold 4 contracts or 5 lots, and I was just gonna hold this bad boy. I could have got out first here, which was this first position here, and the reason you would have got out here is because look at the level, look at to your left, right? This box is a demand zone. Price came into it, got you in, and you would have got back out. You could have took the next cross up. Yellow line means to go 1x, so I would have went 2 contracts or 2.5 lots here and go on this cross. And if you look, that's this candle right here. You would have entered on this candle and you would have rolled back to the bottom of this zone here. Boom, right at top. Boom, exit. You got another cross down here. Look, cross right there. See the red cloud? You was expecting the red. You got, look, it came up, it resisted this red cloud 2 times, divergence, and gave us a cross. And we could have held all the way until this back to this same zone. Alright, now here's when you know you could have actually held, when it came back up and it rejected that red cloud again. That's another trade letting you know you can hold for deeper. Alright, so you held it and it just kept falling. It just kept, hold up, it just kept falling. Alright, just kept falling. Got another cross right here, top of the Bollinger Band. Crossed at the 1x line, so you would have went 1x. Right up top is right up here. You'd have got in here and you would have held. You would have put your, as soon as it crossed this level and gave you confirmation of it crossing past this level, opening past, you could have moved your stop loss here and you could have just held it. Remember what I said about down here? It just stayed under. Look, got a cross here. Nice little short buy entry here. Back to this zone where everything resisted. Right here to the left. Alright, look. You can just keep going. Right down here where price is. It just kept going. It was trades all over. Right? Let's explain this trade, which was, I think this was today. Alright, so price was outside of the Bollinger Band. We got us a green candle here. Inside, entry opened up down here somewhere. Average price was in here. You could have entered when price was coming back in this band. Or, let me zoom in. You got a cross right here. You could have entered on that cross. Yeah, you would have faced some drawdown, but it would have been better to get in when price was over here. But still, in and out of the Bollinger Band lines. It just held, stayed above the 50. Then you got a cross, you got a red candle here, but then you also got a cross here. So at this candle, because the price came back in on this candle right there, you could have entered and just held. And I guarantee you there's signals floating all over this right now. See? cross down here in the buy area in the green cloud. Read across, held up to a level of resistance. I'm thinking about this area right here. 1, 2, 3 only, and then I look over here to the right. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Could have held. Boom. It's another cross here in the green. I would have avoided this and waited for another buy cross. Boom. Exit out of the Bollinger Bands inside of my supply box or the bought. Boom. Could have got out at the 50 because it started seeing resistance. Candles started forming way too many wicks, and the candles, you can see they started to lose their size. That's the lacking momentum. And then after that, it looks like it just was choppy. After that, you could have got a couple more buys. Anything above the orange line, you would have taken a buy. Anything below the orange line, you would have taken sells. So we was looking to only take sells below here unless we got a breakout of the Bollinger Bands, and that's what we did. Like I said, I take all my trades off of here, but all my moves come off the higher time frame. So if I come to the weekly and I look at this position, right, it just shows. One second. It just shows that price came up here, and you know it came up here. It just keeps resisting this price point here. So I'm just timing in between tops and bottoms, letting it go. Price already done fell to come from the top. I'm letting it to see if it'll come back down and enter, waiting for it. But like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and force it. I'm just gonna wait it out, and that's what y'all should do too. See, on the daily, we don't get too many of them things, but when they do break outside of the band, you see it does its due. So like I said, hope you guys got this video. Like I said, if you've got any gems from it, make sure you comment down in the comment section what were some of your gems. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Pass this video to a buddy of yours, or friend, family member, or foe. You know, teach one, each one. We all want everybody in the same party. We all want everybody in the same boat, because without everybody in the same boat, the community can't get by. So let's help the community get by and to continue on passing the word. So thank you guys for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. Y'all stay blessed and have a blessed day. Thank y'all.